County police officer, now Lieutenant Keith Wildhaber, was officially promoted to the department's newly formed Diversity Inclusion Unit as the unit commander. This less than 2 months after Wildhaber won a discrimination lawsuit against the county. Our Morgan Young joins us now in studio, and she reports a number of groups are speaking out against this decision. Morgan?
Well, Mike, just more than a month ago, the St. Louis County NAACP asked the St. Louis County Police Department to create a unit to address the issue of diversity in the department. But today, President John Bowman told me this is not exactly what they meant.
Lieutenant Wildhaber, the Diversity and Inclusion Unit. Congratulations.
It was a unit the St. Louis County NAACP pushed for.
We also would have liked to have had input on who that person was.
President John Bowman says any transparency or collaboration on the decision would have been nice.
There was no real dialogue. There was no outreach to the community. There were no outreach to the minority police officers.
A week ago, St. Louis County Police announced the creation of the unit as a way to oversee current diversity efforts and implement new ones.
We hear the word diversity and cultural sensitivity all the time. Those are just starting to sound more like sound bites.
Bowman isn't the only one concerned about the appointment. The Ethical Society of Police released this statement asking for a more inclusive process, expressing disappointment and saying the department is behind on the issue of diversity. As a response, a spokesperson for the department cited all officers went through training in 2014, 2016, and just this year for things like implicit bias, constitutional law, and racial bias.
Right now, I feel very concerned.
Bowman says he supports Lieutenant Wildhaber winning his discrimination suit, but says being gay does not qualify him to lead a diversity unit in an area plagued with racial division and tension.
I find it hard to believe that he is going to be capable of thinking about how to address the needs of all people who are discriminated against. I'm disappointed.
The Diversity and Inclusion Unit is set to launch on January 1st. Meanwhile, St. Louis County is still appealing Wildhaber's $19 million payout on the basis that there are no protections against anti-gay discrimination in Missouri law. Both Lieutenant Wildhaber and County Police Chief Belmar declined interview requests today. I reached out to Lieutenant Wildhaber's attorneys for a comment this afternoon, and I'm still waiting to hear back.
Morgan.